Hey, you guys, my name is Robin, and I am your carnivorous grandma. It is a beautiful day, and I'm out walking, so I thought I would come in here and do a little walk and talk. Let's talk about being 800 days carnivore. Today is my 800th day carniversary. I can hardly believe that. That's crazy. So I started carnivore February 22nd, 2023. And now I've been carnivore for 800 days. And it has been a true game changer for me and a life changer, truly. So I started out in February. That first spring, I didn't have allergies, seasonal allergies, for the first time in my entire life. I was struggling with severe anxiety to the point where I was on medication for it. And I was struggling with IBS, with constipation. Eczema was the big one that everyone could see. I'll try to throw a picture in here of how I looked when I first started out. And that was a big deal, particularly on my face, and then dyshydrotic eczema on my hands was very, very challenging. And basically I was a dieter. I did many diets. I did all the diets. Watchers, to medical weight loss, to the cabbage soup diet, the zone diet, the Atkins diet. I did keto diet, and I had a lot of success on keto, actually, as far as dieting for weight loss is concerned. But I think the carb addiction, the carb cravings really were problematic for me on keto. I did it for 5 years straight. And then I started, dibbling and dabbling, as I like to call it, in keto treats. I ate a lot of almond flour, different almond flour products. I made all the keto desserts and all the various keto dishes. And I lost weight. But ultimately, my downfall was carbs. So again, I started the carnivore wave eating February 22nd. After I watched Dr. Berry, who actually went from keto to carnivore, and I saw, oh my gosh, he's doing amazing. So I thought, well, I definitely could try it. I thought I would try it for 90 days. In fact, that was what my plan was, to do 90 days and then maybe start to incorporate some things back in. After 30 days, I pretty much knew that I wouldn't be able to go back to like my old way of eating. I would not be able to go back because, like I said, it was a game changer. At 90 days of carnivore, I experienced that carnivore zen, which is a overall generalized sense of well-being. And I was able to begin to wean myself off of my antidepressants for my anxiety. So, of course, now I've been doing this for over 2 years. I have discovered some things that have been really interesting about myself and what my body can tolerate. I've done many experiments over the course of this time, including high fat stick of butter a day challenge, lean days. I tried lion diet. I tried sea lion diet. I've incorporated intermittent fasting. I've taken out intermittent fasting. I tried giving up coffee. I gave up coffee for a year. I gave up sweeteners, and I have found what is really working for me at this moment. So, I think we realize that the body changes over time, and it certainly can get used to what you're doing and lock you into a weight loss stall. So right now, I'm finding that intermittent fasting is really good for me. Incorporating at least one day a week where I do a 24-hour fast is really good. I did bring back coffee, but I am again thinking about cutting that back out for a while so I can see I was expecting like a big change by removing coffee from my diet, and I didn't experience that, but I kept it out for a year and then I brought it back in. And what I really don't like about it is being addicted to the caffeine. I just really don't like that part. So I'm considering taking that back out at this time. I found that I can't tolerate a lot of butter. So I was doing a stick of butter a day challenge. I was a follower of Butter Bob Briggs about 10-11 years ago, and he was talking about the fact that a stick of butter will make your pants fall off, and I believe it really will because of the high fat content and satiety. But dairy, like heavy cream, excess amounts of butter do not work for me. Cheese, I've discovered I just can't tolerate it. I can't tolerate it. So recently I have completely eliminated cheese from my way of eating because it causes my skin to boil. And that's what eczema is like skin boiling from the inside out. But it really will cause my hands to blister within hours. So no cheese for me. No heavy cream. I noticed that about heavy cream, like after maybe having a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that in my coffee for a couple of days, my hands would start to boil. So no heavy cream. I can do sour cream though, which is interesting. And so I do incorporate sour cream into my way of eating. I've also discovered that, well, I did Lion Diet for about 3 weeks last year in 2024, February 2024, and I did not feel good on it. So I have not tried it again, but I do intend to try it again at some point. Let's see, what else? Recently, I have discovered that beef fat is another true game changer. It is really, really good. And it does a lot of great things. All right, I had to go take my coat off because I'm warming up now. So beef fat, and by beef fat, I mean like go to the store, ask your butcher for ribeye fat trimmings, or you can get some brisket fat trimmings, and you cook that up and you make these crispy little bites of fat. Now, incorporating that has caused weight loss, additional healing for my anxiety. So like I said, I had anxiety, I was on medication for it, and basically going on carnivore got me to 80% reduction of anxiety. Adding the beef fat really increases the level of my anxiety reduction to about 95%. And that is very, very cool. So things that were bothering me about driving and crossing over overpasses, I'm really able to do that without any problem at this point. Show you guys the lake. So one thing that I have not really done is I have not taken it on the road, so to speak. I have not gotten on the highway and driven, because basically that feeling has just started a couple of days ago, where I'm not having not where I'm not having a tense up just thinking about crossing the overpass. So that's really exciting, and that's something that I wasn't sure. So that is one of the reasons why I'm thinking about eliminating the coffee, is to just go ahead and get that last little bit of plant out and see if it takes me all the way over the edge as far as my anxiety is concerned. As far as weight loss is concerned, I have lost about 25 pounds, because I really didn't weigh myself when I first started. Now, everybody that I'm coaching these days, I always tell them, make sure you weigh yourself, make sure you take a picture. I literally purposely did not do that, and I kind of regret it, because I wish I could say, okay, so this is how I looked on that day, and this is how much I weighed, and this is where I'm at now. So, but I think it's been about 25 pounds over the course of these couple years. Like I said, I've done a lot of experimentation. So I've been trying a lot of different things with my way of eating over the course of this time. And so, like over the summer, trying that stick of butter a day challenge for 2 months, I gained 10 pounds. And then it took me months to get that 10 pounds back off. So that was a failed experiment for me. But I weigh about 148 pounds today. And I think I need to lose about maybe 10 more pounds. Maybe. Whatever the body says, as we get down to it. I'm pretty close to where I'm gonna land, I do believe. And so because of that, I'm not too worried about it. I feel good. I'm healthy. My labs are great. There was an exception. So last summer, July 22nd, my birthday, I had my labs drawn. And what I didn't realize upon review of my labs, now I know, is that I was actually pre-diabetic. I was like right at that threshold of being pre-diabetic. And of course, knowing what I know now, I know that pre-diabetic diagnosis is a culmination of 10 years or more of insulin resistance. So I've been trying to work on my insulin resistance. So my fasting insulin number was a 4.4, I do believe, which is really, really good. It's excellent fasting insulin. But my A1C was 5.6, so which is considered to be pre-diabetic. But the combination of the two tells me that I am moving toward true insulin sensitivity, which is great. I'm very happy about that because high insulin can cause so many issues and so many disease states. And so I'm thrilled about that. I'm just trying to, become insulin sensitive. So that is really my goal. Rather than a weight loss goal, which I kind of have one. I feel like my body is reshaping. One of the things that I incorporated over the last few months has been this walking, I kind of was walking a little bit before, inconsistently. Last summer I did a challenge with Ed at Carnivorous Dude, and it was walking every morning in the sunlight, which was really, really nice. I did do that last year, but this year I've been doing a challenge, 14,400 steps a day, every single day. So each month that I've done it, I have missed at least one day. But here, May 2025, I'm looking forward to meeting my step goal every day this month. I'm really setting that as a goal for myself. I think that's pretty much it. I'm just excited. When I looked and saw that the number was 800, I was like, I should do a walk and talk and just talk a little bit about my experience. I recently have started some coaching. So if you're a new carnivore who's looking for support, looking for a coach, somebody to work with you, I'm here for that. So you can definitely check down in the description box and find out how to contact me, and we can talk about your goals. I'm super proud to have been doing my way of eating for 800 days, and truly I feel like I'm living my best life. Like I'm going to age gracefully and with health and vitality. And so I'm super excited about that. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to wrap it up, but I wanted to just tell you that if you like this video content, I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. So please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you know that needs a game changer for their life. All right, y'all, I'll see you next time. Carnivorous Grandma Speaks.